Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to explore the two most crucial regulatory bodies of the Indian financial system that every investor should know about, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, and the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. We will also discuss the HARSHAD MEHTA scam and how it made SEBI an essential financial regulator in the country. RBI stands for Reserve Bank of India, which is the Central Bank of India. It was established on April 1, 1935, in accordance with the Reserve Bank of India Act, 1934. The RBI was initially privately owned, with its shares held by various individuals and entities. However, in 1949, the government nationalized the bank, making it wholly owned by the Government of India. Over the years, the RBI has played a crucial role in shaping India's economic policies and promoting financial stability. During the 1960s and 1970s, the RBI focused on implementing policies that promoted industrial growth and self-sufficiency. In the 1990s, the RBI played a critical role in liberalizing India's economy by implementing measures such as floating the Indian rupee, reducing interest rates, and easing foreign investment restrictions. Today the Reserve Bank of India is responsible for regulating and supervising the country's monetary policy, managing the country's foreign exchange, and ensuring the stability and functioning of the financial system. The RBI is headed by a governor, who is appointed by the Government of India. The bank has its headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. The monetary policy of the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, is the process by which the Central Bank of India manages the supply of money in the economy to achieve its objectives of maintaining price stability and promoting economic growth. The RBI uses various tools to implement its monetary policy, including changes in interest rates, reserve requirements, and open market operations. One of the primary ways the RBI controls inflation is by adjusting interest rates. When inflation is high, the RBI may raise interest rates to reduce the amount of money in circulation and discourage borrowing and spending. This reduces demand for goods and services, which helps to bring down prices and control inflation. Another tool used by the RBI to control inflation is changing reserve requirements. Reserve requirements refer to the amount of cash that banks are required to hold in reserve, which is a percentage of their deposits. When the RBI increases reserve requirements, banks have less money to lend, which reduces the amount of money in circulation and helps to control inflation. The RBI also uses open market operations to control inflation. Open market operations involve buying or selling government securities in the open market to influence the supply of money. When the RBI buys government securities, it injects money into the economy, which can increase inflation. Conversely, when the RBI sells government securities, it reduces the amount of money in circulation, which can help to control inflation. Overall, the RBI's monetary policy is designed to maintain price stability and promote economic growth by controlling inflation. By using a combination of tools such as adjusting interest rates, reserve requirements, and open market operations, the RBI can effectively manage the supply of money in the economy and maintain stable prices. Now let's learn about SEBI. It stands for Securities and Exchange Board of India. It is the regulatory body for the securities market in India. SEBI was established in 1988 as an independent statutory body with the aim of regulating and developing the securities market in India. Its main objective is to protect the interests of investors in securities and to promote the development of the securities market. SEBI has been instrumental in shaping the securities market in India. It has introduced a number of reforms and regulations to make the market more transparent, efficient, and investor-friendly. Some of the key reforms introduced by SEBI include the dematerialization of shares, the introduction of electronic trading and settlement systems, and the establishment of a system of investor protection funds. SEBI is responsible for regulating various market intermediaries such as stockbrokers, depository participants, portfolio managers, investment advisors, and mutual funds. It also regulates the primary market, which is where companies raise capital through initial public offerings, IPOs, and the secondary market, where securities are traded after they have been issued. The need for a regulatory body for the securities market was felt after the 1992 securities scam, which involved the fraudulent issuance and trading of securities in the Indian market. The scam exposed the loopholes in the regulatory system and the need for a more effective regulatory framework. Harshad Mehta's rise to success was nothing short of remarkable. He started his career in the stock market as a small-time broker, but with his keen intelligence and a deep understanding of the market, he quickly made his way up the ranks. He was known for his shrewd tactics and quick thinking, which helped him gain an edge over his competitors. With each passing year, Mehta's wealth and influence grew. He became one of the most successful brokers on the Bombay Stock Exchange and was able to accumulate a massive fortune. He was known for his extravagant lifestyle, which included a lavish 15,000 square feet house in Mumbai, complete with a swimming pool and a golf patch. Mehta was dubbed the Big Bull by the business media and was said to have started the bull run. However, no one knew where he was getting his endless supply of money from. Now let's understand how he exactly pulled this scam off. Bank receipts are a form of financial instrument used in the Indian economy to provide liquidity to banks. These receipts are issued by one bank to another and are backed by government securities. For example, if SBI, State Bank of India, issues a bank receipt to Citibank, Citibank can use this receipt to borrow funds from other banks, using the government securities as collateral. This allows Citibank to access funds at a lower rate than it would otherwise, and provides liquidity to the banking system as a whole. However, in the real world, the brokers used to hold the securities on behalf of the banks, and this is where Harshad Mehta comes in the picture. His master plan involved using a financial instrument called ready forward deals, or RF deals, to channel money from the banking system. Essentially, a typical RF deal involved two banks brought together by a broker in exchange for a commission. The borrowing bank sells securities to the lending bank and buys them back at the end of the loan period, typically at a slightly higher price. The securities are not moved back and forth in actuality. Instead, the seller of securities gives the buyer a bank receipt, or BR, confirming the sale of securities. But this is not all. His master plan needed banks that could issue fake BRs, or BRs not backed by any government securities. Two small and little known banks, the Bank of Karad and the Metropolitan Cooperative Bank, were handy for this purpose. Once these fake BRs were issued, they were passed on to other banks, and the banks in turn gave money to Mehta, assuming they were lending against government securities when this was not really the case. This money was used to drive up the prices of stocks in the stock market. When it was time to return the money, the shares were sold for a profit, and the BR was retired. The money due to the bank was returned. The scam was exposed in 1992 when the State Bank of India, SBI, the country's largest bank, discovered that it had been swindled out of more than 400 crore rupees. Other banks had also fallen prey to Mehta's scam, and the banking system had been swindled out of a whopping 4,000 crore rupees. In response to the scam, the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, was given more powers to regulate the securities market, and new regulations were introduced to prevent such scams in the future. Mehta was arrested and charged with multiple crimes. He was convicted in only one of the many cases filed against him and sentenced to 5 years in prison. However, he died of a heart attack in 2001, before the completion of all his trials. Thank you for choosing to watch this video. We hope you found it informative and gained a better understanding of one of the most significant financial scams in India's history and how it led to the stringent financial regulations and regulatory bodies of today. Remember to stay informed and vigilant while making any investment decisions. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more such informative content. Until next time.
Perfect.